before the doors closed, guess what he did, guys? How's it, guys? It's me, Akoso, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not, hey friend. So if you've clicked on this vlog, then you know what I'll be talking about today. Disclaimer time. So this incident actually happened when a friend and I were coming home from somewhere. I can't really recall where we were coming home from, but I know that it was quite late at night, maybe about 11 p.m. And we were on the S-Bahn, which is just the train, if you didn't know, on our way home. We both stayed in West Berlin, so it was kind of convenient going home together. And I remember we were talking to each other, minding our own business, and the way we were sitting was like two chairs. So I was sitting here, no, my friend was sitting here and I was sitting here, and then there was two other chairs in front of us. So as we were talking, I had my feet on the chair, but not really on the chair. It was more like against the chair so that my legs were hiked up. And I was in that kind of position, which was very comfortable for me. And I didn't really notice. I was just sitting like that because it was a comfortable position. And I know at this point you guys might be saying, oh, Akoso, technically you shouldn't be doing that. Yes, I know. But I was doing that and I didn't really think about it. It was just a comfortable position for me. And I know you guys, some of you have done that. So anyway, as we were talking and I still had my feet against the chair, this grown-ass man, and I will say that he was bald. I don't know if the baldness will have any effect on the story, but I'll just put it in there that he was bald, came up to us in a very aggressive way and started shouting at me, telling me that I need to get my feet off the chair. And guys, this guy was not anyone official that worked for the train. He was just this random passenger, commuter like me, thought that it was his duty to scold me and make sure that I get my feet off the chair. At this point, my friend and I were trying to process the situation of why he was actually shouting at me. Mind you, while we were still processing it, my feet were still on the chair. And I think because my feet were still on the chair and I hadn't listened to what he said, he got even more angry and aggressive and then started saying things like, oh, you Africans should go back to Africa. You don't know how to act in Germany. You're all like animals. And then he started making these ape sounds. And I was just like, okay. At that point, I responded to his stupidity and I was also like saying things to him. But yeah, it seemed like everything I said would just like fly over his head. And then my friend got involved, which, oh, I forgot to mention, my friend was a guy. So my guy friend got involved and was trying to defend me. And then this guy kind of like lunged at him and wanted to punch him, but then stopped. And then he was laughing and I got like, I stood in, like I put my body in between them and I was just like, whoa. I was like, this situation is just getting out of hand. Not a lot of people on the train, but there were some people on the train and they were just looking, but then they kind of like looked away and no one said anything to us or came to our rescue. At that point, I told my friend that I think we should just move to another area of the train and sit there. So we moved to another area, but this guy followed us. So he followed us to make sure that I wouldn't put my feet on the chair. And yeah, I can be stubborn sometimes and I was a bit angry, so I put my feet back on the chair. And that's when he got even more angry at me. So he got a lot more angry at me. He came and he pushed my feet off the chair and he sat on the chair like across from me and started laughing and grinning, and I was just like, geez, okay. So then I told my friend, let's move again. So we moved again and he followed us to our new spot. So he followed us again to make sure that I wouldn't put my feet on the chair. I don't remember if I did or didn't at that point. Most likely I probably tried to. But yeah, as we moved and we sat in another place, he was still insulting me, still saying things towards me. By telling him that we will report you. He thought it was a joke and he was like, report me, haha, laughing. And finally, it looked like we got to actually his stop. Thank goodness. And he got up and he walked off the S-Bahn, turned around, and before the doors closed, guess what he did, guys? He did the Nazi salute at me, and the doors closed, and he was laughing, and the train just kept on going. So yes, that's why I said the bald head, and yes, the salute kind of, I don't know, they feel like they're relevant. Anyway, so that's the end of that story. So yeah, that was my last racial discrimination experience in Germany. Like I said, I've only known to have 3 that I know of anyway. Maybe there was some that were happening behind my back. I will end off by saying no, not every German in Germany is racist, but of course there might come a time where you might encounter someone who has some racial tendency or is racist. And I believe this applies to any country you may go to. No matter what race you are, what religion, whatever you are, you might encounter some bad apples in the batch. The most important thing is, like I said in my first racial discrimination story time, is if you see something like this happening to another individual, you shouldn't just stand back and watch. You should actually help the person, because this person might be in a situation where they can't help themselves. Maybe a language barrier, or they're just so shocked about the situation. So let's all just help our brothers and sisters out there and stand up for things that are not right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and or comment. Turn on that notification bell so that you will get notified on any new videos that I might upload during the week. Follow me on the gram, and I will catch you on my next video. Tschüssikowski, bis dann, Imanski. Bye!